Hello guys. I don't know why I'm quite so close up, but look at my textures looking quite good today. I think when I'm this close in, it looks good. Get a bit further out, it looks starts to get a bit fuzzy. But yeah, so I'm facing this way right now because I'm trying not to reveal what's in front of me. I've been doing some little fun little projects, little mini builds. Trying to look at the camera, but he doesn't seem to want to look at the camera all the time. Look up here, no. Down here, no. So yeah, this was something I started a while ago, and I'm going to share with you guys today. And partly this is because this has sort of been inspired by the fact that one of my server mates on here, Crackers, hit her 100 subs last couple of days ago, and which is really cool, and she's really awesome. You should definitely check her out if you haven't. Her link is in my description. But yeah, so she hit 100 subs, which was really cool, and was quite a moving little kind of opening monologue to her video. And she was awesome enough to mention me at a point in her video as well. She's talking about something that she's building. So she's building an awesome looking resort on this on the island, on this map. Sorry, on Olympus. And so yeah, I was working on something, and then I had an idea that something that might work for her as well. Obviously, I'm desperately just trying to get something in her build for some reason. So yeah, let's have a look at what I've done, and then and I'm hoping the audio is a bit better on this one. I've got a new microphone, but as I said before, this is all quite new for me still. So if it's not great, or if it's too quiet, then do let me know, or if it's too loud, then let me know, and I'll see what I can do about it for the next one. So without further ado, oh, see, that's what I mean about the textures. So I think that is because my textures in my base, there's a lot going on behind. So so this is going to be something that I'm working on in my base. So this is a sort of appropriate, and some of the guys on the server will have seen this. I did a screenshot of it because I was playing around and I was quite happy. And it's just another way of using the water block, really, because we've got this mod that lets you place water, and it's actually real water and stuff. So I thought, well, what cool way to play around with that would be to make a bath. Obviously, I don't know why it is some guys build a water tower, a Monkey Puzzle built an amazing water tower. I've used it in like the smallest way you possibly can. I think I'm a little bit scared of the frame rate drop, so yeah, I'm keeping things fairly small in my base. I've used it somewhere else, which I'll show you at some point in the future, but yeah, this was my initial idea. So this is a feeding trough, and I've clipped, and you'll see as we go around the back, I've clipped one of these. Effectively, those water blocks act as foundation, so you have to do some overlapping foundation work, and then you have to cover it off. So this is my little. This is going to be. I'm going to use this. So this is my shower over the bath. I've used one of the banners from one of Eco's mods, to look like a sort of shower curtain. I think I'm going to try and paint this like stripes, I think, or maybe like, I don't know, the sort of thing that you'd expect to see on a shower curtain. I don't know, like fishes or something. I'll probably just get a pattern from somewhere. But yeah, I kind of liked it. I think it looks kind of cool. It fits with my my decor and my sort of rustic style, because obviously we're in the redwoods. So this was the initial idea, and then I keep watching Crackers' videos, and it looks so awesome, the resort. I love the rooms, and I love the Pimp My Home mod. And me being me, I just kept kind of going, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool to do this?" And I wanted to give Crackers a kind of a shout out, because she was so nice to give me a shout out. She's obviously a lot bigger than I am, and yeah, and nothing that I've built here other than this is appropriate for my area. So Crackers, if you're watching, and I hope you will, this is for you. And obviously don't have to use any of these things, but I just thought I'd do a few things, and I got a bit carried away, so bear with me if this is all a little bit too much. Feel free to ignore any of them anyway. So what I did first, I'm trying to remember which one to show you first, is this one over here. So sort of mind the gubbins at the back. So this is my sort of one of my versions of a modern shower. So pretty simple in design. I've taken the bath out in this instance, and these are trophy mounts on a shelf under there to get them recessed into the floor. So you see I put a wall down to put a shelf on to put a trophy mount, two trophy mounts next to each other. Looks a bit like a shower pan. A glass wall clipped into the wall, so it's like half in the wall and half out. So obviously if you were up against it in a building, you could hide that away. And then some of the strip lights, I think these are wall lights. So pretty simple really, just a simple little design. Try not to reveal anything in the background there. So yeah, that's the first one. It's really easy to make, really simple. Obviously you could adapt that quite a lot because you could make double showers. I thought about having like doing a larger one, and having more than one spout or something else. I've played around with these nozzles quite a bit as well as to what you can do with them. I kind of wish you could turn them upside down, and I'll show you why in a second. So that's the first one. Then I did a version of that over what is supposed to be a sunken bath. I've got a little bit of terrain clipping through there just because I'm building in this space, but obviously you wouldn't have to have that. And this is a curtain. Kind of doesn't draw in the right direction, but this is a curtain that I've put up there. And that's the feeding trough from the Pimp. The reason I've recessed it into the floor in this case is because obviously the water foundation is square, and the Pimp, you see that trough is not quite square. It's got a little 45-degree angle there in the corner, and that, if you look down very slightly, means that you can see the water block down there. So I had to surround it with foundations, but I kind of think it kind of works as a sort of sunken bath thing. So this has got a luxury high end. Obviously I can't use any of this for my best because it's not appropriate to the style. And then there's another version of that here, which I can't remember why, but I have a glass wall clipped into this glass wall here somewhere, so I can't actually get close to this, but I have to jump up. But again, it's like a little, so this is like another little shower sort that you step down into. I don't know why, I just thought it was cool. So it's another little idea. So that's that one. And then round here I started to play around. So I played with loads of things in the mod. I don't know if this works. It's supposed to be like a little jacuzzi. I guess you could just do away with the chairs and have it as a little sunken area that's got those. I mean, if you put those shower nozzles round it on four sides, you could also have it as a jacuzzi, I guess, sunken into the floor. But I've used the chairs, so I've put two chairs facing each other, and again, just seeing what I can do with them, really. Painting them white, and I don't know I think they kind of look like they could be like a luxury bath. Obviously you have to get past the texture in there, but yeah, I don't know, just playing around really. I don't know whether you guys think it would work. I did actually try. God, I've got so much junk in my inventory. I did actually try with the sofas as well. It just didn't quite work. And again, the reason why this has to be sunk into the floor like that is because I don't know if we'll get the angle here. So you can see that those chairs have legs. So you have to do a lot of fiddling around really just to get glowing yellow light we're going to get in the background for this. Sorry for that. Yeah, so you have to kind of hide the legs away because the legs don't make sense, and obviously when you put the water block down, the water block clips out the bottom of it anyway, so you need to hide the whole thing in the floor, otherwise it won't work. Once I'd got the design, I don't know how comfortable it would be with those 2 pipes there, but I think you could do something with that. Just the idea anyway, just the idea of a sunken bath with those, because I think I said in another video that I don't know why it is, but these water taps, see how that's not bubbling until I move towards it and then it starts to come out. It sort of looks like a jacuzzi. That's the idea anyway. Most of the work in this really is just about hiding the stuff away that you don't want, the water blocks and the bits of the chair and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I thought that maybe is a little luxury bathing pod. And then the last thing I did was I thought I'd do a sauna. Oh dear. I wonder if some of my so basically what I've done is I have shoved loads and loads of preserving bins overlapping underneath and a preserving barrel for a token gesture. I think there's about 10 in there, and then I've put that effectively would be underneath your floor. Got a bench. Also put a shower. The reason why there's an extra level up there is I've put a shower up there because the shower gives you this kind of, see that particle effect again, looks a bit like steam. So as you stand back there, for me it looks a bit like steam. And then, oh god, sometimes I think I'm a bit obsessive about the space. I was like, okay, so what would actually be, oh, we're letting the steam out, what would actually reducing the steam? So I've recessed into the floor the grill from the advanced Rafts. You know, you get those kind of things that have coal in them, and then you pour water over it. So obviously you need a bucket that's going to be full of water, a jug, pour that into the thing, let all the steam out, sit down and enjoy it. And obviously you can make this as big as you wanted it, or as larger, or do multiples. I just thought that was, yeah, so I just painted it white, but I want it different colour or something. So yeah, I've just been playing around really and being silly, seeing what I could do, and there's probably loads of more different things that I could do. But yeah, so I don't know if this gives anyone any ideas for anything, or it's a little bit of a different video from me today. Just thought it would be fun, and obviously, as I said, I wanted to give Crackers a shout out and see what in here. Oh, that's not bad at all. A Philo saddle. Usually don't even bother pulling those anymore because they're so garbage usually. So yeah, that's it, guys. Gonna go and stand in the shower to make my closing. Oh no, that's just a, yeah. So there you go. Probably want to take my wings off and everything in here, but hey ho. So yeah, I hope that was. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Just some random ideas. I probably should stop now, so I don't kind of waste any more time building bathrooms that have no purpose whatsoever. But hey ho, bit of fun. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day.